Right then, so I guess this is what you've all been waiting for, isn't it? The fixing of the Minic racing cars. Okay. So, yeah. I have everything I need to do it with. Everything is prepared. And so anyway, before we get into this video, there are the two racing cars. There and there. I'm using my new camera today. I've managed to work out how to set the video quality, and I worked out how to set the lighting, and I worked out how to set the white balance. So that's better. And as long as I don't use zoom, I'm fine. Okay then. To start off with, because there's really nowhere else to put these two cars, they're both Minic, so they'll go just as well here. That's a Standard Vanguard, plastic bodied, does have a clockwork motor, but the clockwork motor is broken. Yeah, 1950. But at least the body is intact, you know, it's all there. So that's pretty good. I quite like that. I mean, it would be great if the clockwork motor worked, but of course it doesn't. At least I don't think it does. I mean, I have oiled it, but that was a couple of weeks ago. I don't suppose it will work. I think it doesn't. I'll try it and see. Probably not. Oh dear. Yeah. No, it's not gonna. No. The spring is. It's not doing what a spring should do. Anyway, so there's that, and then there's this. This was a car I've never heard of. This one. And this is a weird sort of car altogether. Here we go. Ford Tudor, 1948. This was released. This is a stupid car altogether. Yeah, very hard plastic. The Standard Vanguard is a sort of softer plastic. This is a brittle plastic. And look how much bigger it is. Yeah. I like the look of the front end of this. Has no motor at all. Never did have. Yeah, die-cast wheels, rubber tyres. Only problem with this is that, as you can see there, one end of the bumper is snapped off because it's such brittle plastic. But what I don't understand about this is there's this button in the back window shelf. See there? There's a hole and a button. You press the button, doesn't do anything, except underneath here, it sort of pops out underneath. Now, there was a car like this that came out in a presentation set with a ramp, car ramp, and also a filling petrol pump and a car wash, which may have something to do with those bits in the back there, but I have no idea. It's just one of those weird things, but I think it's a nice enough car anyway. Yeah, the guy who bought this off, he said he did have another one in blue with a friction motor, and yeah, so you know, that's something, isn't it? So now then, on to these racing cars, huh? So I'm going to move this out of the way here, put this here, and see what goes on now. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so that goes up there. Right, so what I've done, this green racing car, I gave it a wash this morning. It didn't need much of a wash, to be honest. Needed a quick wipe over with a damp sponge and a quick dry, and I now think it actually looks better than the blue one, because I haven't washed the blue one. So what I've done is I've pre-undone the tabs. Well, I've unbent them, you know, so because that's something I would not want to do on camera, bend the tabs out, just in case one snapped off, because that would never do, would it? That would never do at all. I'll show you the screwdriver I generally use for unbending tabs, which is this screwdriver here. See, it's a very tiny screwdriver. It's got a very thin blade on the end, very handy for like doing this with. So what I've done, there you go, look, I've unbent the tabs underneath, you can see them there, unbent. So what I'm now going to do, I'll put this blue one on, is carefully prise the base away from the body. Okay, I'll just get this started and then I'll show you the rest of it and how easy it isn't. How easy it isn't to do. Yeah, I had this before. This is, get in there. Oh God. Yep, here we go. So there you go, look, you see, I've got the screwdriver in the back end there. So I'm just carefully prising the body away from the base without causing any damage. You can hear me doing it probably. No. One would think this would be easy, wouldn't they? Here we go. Let's go and do. Oh, here we go. So there you go then. That's it. That's the base off. See now? You can see why I didn't want to do these tabs on camera, just in case something went wrong and they broke. And things went strange. Hang on, I have a plan. I have my Stanley multi-tool. Now a lot of people think these Stanley multi-tools are rubbish. I've read a lot of the reviews of the Stanley multi-tool whereby they say it's rubbish, but it's useful because it's got everything in the one place. So what I like with this one is it's got the knife blade on it, which you can get out and get in, as it were. So here we go. Get this in here. Come on. Come on. There you go. See? A multi-tool. Has a saw on it. Has all kinds of things on it. So yeah, so now I haven't got that base out of there. It's slightly sort of bent. But that's not a problem. Really, is it? That's easy sorted, isn't it? As soon as we get the base back on, it'll be done, won't it? So anyway, there's the motor. That's what it looks like. Very simple, very easy. As long as the spring doesn't break, you're okay with the Minic. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to give it a bit of a blast with the WD, because I haven't done this, because I didn't know which one to do, did I? So I give it a blast, make sure it's going to run forever. There you go, she's done. So yeah, there we go, fixed. Well, you see now you might wonder why I didn't oil the steering, because it's not a good idea, is it? Think about it. You need the steering to stay where you put it, don't you? Which it doesn't do on the blue one. It doesn't. I'll show you how it doesn't. Look. That's not good, is it? What kind of good is that? It's not good. So we have 2 donor cars to make one good one, which I think is not half bad. Right, so the next part of the investigation into this is right. So we'll let that sit there. Right, now we're going to take off the canopy. As before, we can either use a knife blade or the screwdriver. You need to make sure you've shot here. There you go. These are easy because you only have to bend one tab. The one that holds it in at the front is that you don't have to touch it. It just holds it in place. So bend that up, and then that all comes off. So there's the cracked cab. You can see it, the canopy. Yep, Martin there can have that with his blue one. And there inside is the paper insert of the driver. Okay, there he is, stuck on there. This is actually a better one than the blue one. I've seen these cars for sale on eBay with no canopy and no paper insert, and they're saying they're great, fantastic, Minic racing car, buy it now, 50 quid. Why? I never worked it out. It's not fantastic. It isn't, it's incomplete. How can you have something that's incomplete be fantastic? And they're all missing the exhaust pipe as well, which we're getting into, aren't we? So, next part is we take the canopy off the blue one, because that's a good canopy, there's nothing wrong with it. So we take that off there, bring this tab up here, try and do it on camera, okay? Try and do it on camera. Look, here we go, get that in there. Oh no, you didn't take this one off, did you? No, I did not take this one off. Hang on. It's hard to do things. Isn't it hard? Why is it so difficult? Come on. Come on. Amuse yourself by looking at the backdrop. There we go. There we go. See? Small screwdriver works again. Now you see, that's a perfect canopy without the crack. But then look at the state of the printed driver. It's not very colourful, is it? Not as colourful as the green one. You can tell, can't you, how uncolourful the blue one is. So anyone who said they wanted the blue one done, well, there's a reason why not. Yeah, okay. So what we do now, we put on the canopy. So there's a good canopy. I haven't cleaned this canopy at all. I'll leave it as it is. It slots in here, in the front here. There's a tab just up here where it slots in. Okay, I hold it there. The back end goes, it goes, you know what she said it does. Can you get that out? And it won't go back in. No. So what we do is we do this. We use the multi-tool as a hammer, because it works for that too. Well, it ought to fit. Come on, get in there. Yeah. Get in. There you go. It's in. It's in. So, now we'll just bang that down there so that it stays. Oh yeah, I've got hammers, don't yeah, you know I do, but it's a lot easier if I don't have to use them. Yep, there she is now. There's a new canopy on. Yeah, that's better than her. Don't you think so? Yeah. So now all we've got to do is put the base on and the exhaust pipe. That's the thing, isn't it? So here we got it. The exhaust pipe is here. It's been waiting for just such an occurrence as this. Okay, so in the side there are two holes, one at the front, one at the back. This, make sure you get the tailpipe at the back and get it to get in. And then of course, as Martin there does, because I don't know, I mean, that's why I had to take this car apart in the first place, because I needed to know how that exhaust pipe fitted inside there. It doesn't, does it? I suppose that's why it's always missing. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of the old Super Duper. Cheers, Martin. I've already managed to unstick the lid of this bottle with these pliers. They're all so useful, isn't it? Everything is so useful, isn't it? Test. Yep, it's running. So I'm just gonna put some just there inside to hold it. Yeah, and then it should stay there forever. And then people will say, well, how come this exhaust pipe hasn't fallen off this racing car? And I say, well, I could tell you. There you go. No, she's in now, so we'll leave it to set. Won't take 2 seconds, will it? I know it doesn't take 2 seconds to set, because I actually stuck my fingers together with this super glue, and it's the most frightening thing ever. It really is. So, yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you the remedy for getting rid of it. Well, it depends how long you've had it stuck together, isn't it? The minute you stick it together, run it under a bloody tap. That's what you do. And then gradually the water will soften it. But if it's been on there a while, like forever, you'll never get it up. You'll have to have a skin graft. Well, you've heard of that, haven't you? So, now we'll see whether or not, I think that's about right now, whether or not this is fixed. I don't know. What do you think? Oh yeah. That feels really good now. So now, the next thing to do is to put the base on. Okay, so this is the red base with the red green car and the red exhaust pipe that I had most votes for. So we'll see if it will occur. Okay. Yeah. I wish I could give you something else to look at. Oh yeah, I've got something else for you to look at. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I got my fingers stuck to the car. Hang on, wait a minute. I'll give you something to look at. While I'm doing this, you can look at this fire truck. I'll describe it later. This cool fire truck. That's cool, isn't it? Look at that. Something for everyone in this video. I have to get this base on here. Come on. It's in there. Oh. Yeah, something wrong with the pins, you see, they're not... Glue is running all over the place. It's not making things easy. Using my leg as a bench. Right, so try and get this on here. It looks like it ought to fit. It fits that side. What is wrong with the shape of this? Oh God. Oh no. There you go. There's that one. Put this one in. There you go. There's that one. And there you go. There's that one. Finally. Yeah, this fire engine will be featuring in another video. Well, you know, I know some people like fire trucks. That's a weird one. I don't understand it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is put these. This isn't the first time I've done these tabs on this, by the way. I had to take this green one apart to get the exhaust pipe out of it. So the less times I have to bend these tabs backwards and forwards, obviously the better I like it. It's quite amazing how much you can actually do with them before they snap. The best ones, of course, are British, German. I wouldn't trust the Russian ones. Early Japanese ones, yes. Chinese ones, never. So there you go. She's all together. And I've got super glue on my fingers. Not ideal, is it? But not too much of it, and my fingers didn't stick to anything. So, there you go. She's on there. Exhaust pipe is on there. Canopy is on there. It's all on there. Apart from the tyres, which I bought. They were originally on the blue car. But there you go. I'll put them on here. These are Minic tyres. You can buy them anywhere. Well, not anywhere. You wouldn't get them in the butcher shop, would you? But you know what I mean. Get these on. And then, you haven't seen this motor running though, have you? No, because I'll give it a bit of attention. There you go. And then this last one on the front here. Here we go. There we go. Yep, there you go. So there she is, all together. Oh yeah. It's a working thing. When I got it, it wasn't working. People say, oh yeah, but you know, this doesn't work because, you know, it's got no key and it's got a cracked window and it's got no tyres, doesn't work. I was waiting for one to turn up, wasn't I? Yeah. Well, anyway, it looks good now, doesn't it? It looks good with the red base and the red exhaust pipe. I think so. And the red numbers. And the wheels are better. I mean, you look at this, I mean, the wheels, they're not quite so shiny. Anyway, Martin Dare will get the blue one. And you can deal with it with the lights. So there we go. So you want to see it run? Of course you do. Of course you do. Here we go. You ready? Dear, can't get the key in there. God. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. The back isn't in right. Hang on. Why don't you just get in? Yeah. Right, here we go then. Here we go. Listen to that. Sounds cool, huh? Winds a long way too, this will. Here we go. Ready? Ha! So now that will do. It will start the car off at a high rate of speed and it'll travel quite a long way. Wish the other one wouldn't. It just goes a bit half-hearted. Here we go. Do it again. You know. Well, the blue one does is this. See? Not quite so good, is it? Anyway, there you go then. The Minic racing car. There you go. Minic racing car. And, yeah. So, yeah. So you wanted that, so you got it. Okay, next week's video, I don't know. But it'll be good, whatever it is. Okay, thank you.